Well, hi, welcome back to Angelic Tarot and Therapy. I am Kat, and I am here to do your weekly outlook video for you. We are going to go ahead and get started. I do have two separate decks we're going to use today. We're back to using two decks, apparently, at least for the foreseeable future. We are going to be looking at both the masculine and the feminine energies for this week, okay? And I'm so sorry about all the noise, guys. I live on a very busy street, and apparently the very nanosecond that I decide to start a video, the trains all decide to congregate and go through at that exact moment. So I'm very sorry about that. We'll just deal with it for right now. But thank God it's recorded and everything's included, right? Okay. So we're going to go ahead, and I do have my Alice in Wonderland Oracle cards here today. I've got my Crystal Angel cards, and I also have my Angelic Tarot and the Tarot of the Night. And we're going to lay out two spreads, one for the feminine, one for the masculine. If you don't know which energy you carry, I will explain. The feminine energy is the nurturing, receptive, intuitive energy, okay? And you can be either gender and carry this energy. It's not dominated by one gender or another. Matter of fact, you can even carry both, okay? Many people do. So if you're going through the feminine reading and then, halfway through the masculine, you're like, well, wait a minute. Then please be assured that you probably have a lot of both energies in at the moment, okay? So for the feminine energy, which one are we using? Thank you. So the feminine energy, we're going to use the Tarot of the Night. And for the masculine energy, we're going to use my Angelic Tarot, okay? All right, and who are we starting with first? Okay. I'm waiting on you. Masculine. We're starting with the masculine energy. Okay. All right. So, for the masculine energy, and this is for this week, okay? This is not like a forever and ever kind of reading. Okay, it's just for this week. All right. So for the masculine energy, right out of the gate, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune with Archangel Michael. All right, and this is a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. And basically, fortune is on your side. But this is saying that it feels like you've been at a complete and utter standstill, like we are not moving. You ever been on a train and it pulls into a depot to let other people get on, and they have to get everything situated, and you're sitting there going, man, is this thing ever going to move? I don't understand. And then all of a sudden it just lunges forward. That brief moment where you're like, whoa, that's what's happening here for the masculine. Okay, and that makes sense, especially considering that we've got all these, planetary face-offs, the whole Venus-Uranus thing that's happening. That really affects the home life, the job life, the finances, and the emotions. Basically, your heart and your wallet are taking a sucker punch to the gut right now, okay? So when that happens, it feels like nothing's moving. You're just kind of sitting there in financial and emotional limbo, okay? That's what this is talking about. It's about to just suddenly move forward, okay? Crossing energy, 9 of air. 9 of air. I would like to point out that we are in the season of Libra, okay, which is an air sign, right? And today, the 14th of October, 2019, happens to be a 9. That's the crossing energy today. So for those of you that went through today expecting the worst and just worrying about how am I ever going to make ends meet, how am I going to do this, blah, 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 guess what? You were right on target today. We have expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. That's a crossing energy. of our current situation, masculine. Okay? It's not you. It's really not. Okay? All right. So the basis of the situation, we've got things looking good, having patience, making long-term plans. So here's how this went down. Here's how this went down. The masculine energy has been following the divine guidance. They have been doing all the things with the stuff, just plugging in and tapping into that spiritual energy, and they have been moving forward, and the will of the divine, everything's been going good, and they've had that feeling of, yay, I can take a break, I've got abundance coming in, we can make some long-term plans. Well, crap. This energy happens to where their emotions and their wallet take a sucker punch to the face, and now the energy that's crossing them today, it literally feels like it's hopeless. Okay? That's how it feels today on Monday, the horrible, no good, very bad, rotten, awful day. Okay? That's what today's energy was in the forecast. Like I checked twice just to make sure, and sure enough, that's what it said. Okay, so this is going along very, very perfectly with what was said today regarding the whole astrological stuff. Okay, and just as a side note, I am not an astrologer. I just happen to read very affluent people that are, and this is what they said about today. Matter of fact, they said that this week is going to be a little rough. Okay, but the good news is that it's only for like the beginning of the week, and then things start to smooth out, and then we've got a much better outlook coming at the end of the week. So let's have a look at what's behind us. So masculine energy, you've got abundance, things look great. Then all of a sudden somebody hit the stop button and you feel like you're just in suspension. You've expected the worst. Today was just awful, right? Now behind you is the brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of the situation, a challenging beginning. Boy, if that doesn't just sum up today. Okay? It is a challenging beginning to this week. All right? But the brilliant new ideas and everything happened with the whole, the Pluto and the moon face off. And then we've also got the full moon in Aries. So that is that brilliant aha, that full-on charge, the everything is awesome, let's, throw caution to the wind, adventure, yay, right? Yeah. That didn't turn out so good today. That's okay. It's not you. Everybody went through it today. All right, so the crowning thought, what do we want? We want to move out of this situation. That's what we want. Okay, so we got the fire sign, Aries, right? This is a sudden event that needs immediate attention, and time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Here's the thing. Aries is not a real big thinker. Okay? I've always kind of seen him as like the meat tank. You know what I'm talking about? Like in battle, those of us that play Dungeons and Dragons, that kind of thing, or video games, you put your big brawny guy up front to charge in head first, full bore. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. They're admonishing you and they're warning you to please, masculine, think things through. Don't just pop off at the mouth. Don't just charge in. Really think. But this is a sudden event that needs your immediate attention. Okay, this is an opportunity to move forward, but it is up to you. All right? And then up and coming, like I said, at the end of the week, it starts to get so much easier. We've got the Three of Earth, or the Three of Pentacles, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, and being a team player. Okay? So that's the energy in a nutshell for the masculine energy for this week. Okay? It's starting off pretty rough. Pretty rough. Give yourself some credit, masculine. You're going to be just fine. All right? Okay. Now on to the feminine energy. And just as a side note, if I ever say guys, ladies, etc., just know that it's a lot less of a mouthful than saying divine masculine energy or divine feminine energy. Okay? It's just easier. So please know I'm not being gender specific. I'm just, making things simpler. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do our reading for this week for the feminine, and then we're going to tie it all together with the final outlook panel. Okay. All right. Feminine energy. Feminine energy, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is romanticizing the past. Well, things didn't used to be this way, and things back then, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is also dropping your emotional transmission somewhere back there. Okay. And with the energies that are floating around, as it were, feminine, it's very difficult to keep focus. You are hell-bent and glory-bound that you know who your person is, and you've got to be open to the idea that it might not be. Okay? Anything that is not divinely guided, you're about to it's about to fall apart. And that's because with the whole Pluto, Venus, Uranus, Sun, all that fun stuff that's happening, we're about to get disillusioned. Things are about to get shooken up, and anything that is not for your highest good is about to get tossed out. I'm talking like straight up dropped, like a newborn giraffe. Okay? That is about to happen. So as far as romanticizing the past or refusing to let things go, old wounds, that kind of thing, please understand that if you're refusing to heal, you are hindering your divine partner. If you are not in a twin flame relationship, please understand that if you are refusing to move forward, you are hindering your progression as an ascended being. Okay? Okay. Crossing energy, we've got the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles, money is tight. What did I say? What did I say? We literally have the energy of, I have a grip, and I am not letting go of this grip. That's what we've got right now. Okay? The pocketbook has taken a hit. The emotions have taken a hit. The heart, the wallet, everything. It's smarting just a little bit. All right? So the Four of Pentacles is where we're just hanging on for dear life financially. Okay? We're afraid to make decisions financially. We're afraid to move forward. And why is that? Because we don't want the other shoe to drop. Okay? All right, let's have a look at the basis of the situation. Aha, we have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, we've talked about this, feminine, where the Queen of Swords is the one that she cuts things away that aren't serving the highest good. She's all about the intellect over the heart, understanding that the head and the heart cannot be roommates. Okay? But the basis, this being the basis of the situation, that tells me that some of you have figured out that the person that you thought was your person is not your person. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. That means recently that the person that you thought was your person is not your person. Okay? All right, and then behind us we have the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is all about balance. It's understanding that you cannot take things so seriously. It's like you took on too much. You need to get back to balance. Let's get back to basics. Let's find our center. Let's start meditating again. Let's start doing self-care. Let's start bringing things back in. Because feminine energy, you have let it go. And I don't mean in a frozen kind of way. I mean it's sad, really. You've kind of let your spiritual side go. You know what I mean? I mean, your spiritual side is like putting on pounds, and she's not doing her hair anymore, and that kind of thing. We need to start taking care of our spiritual side. Let's bring everything back into balance. Okay? Crowning thought. Crowning thought, we got the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is the ending of a very bad situation. A very bad, horrible, no good, rotten, awful situation. It could be an addiction. It could be the moment of clarity, because 10 is also a 1. And if 10 is also a 1, that's the brilliant new idea. That's seeing the truth of a situation. And feminine energy, that is in your crowning thought right now. So the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords are in agreement right now. They're saying, look, let's reevaluate. Let's just go with, I have a divine partner, instead of, I know who it is. Let's focus on this one person and that's it. No, you're supposed to be focused on your relationship with your higher self and your higher power. And as a reward for doing that, they bring in your masculine partner. Okay? It is unconditional divine love that the two of you decided to, commence on that journey together. But this is not this romanticized thing. Okay? Let's bring it back to reality. This is a job. This is a divine calling. Okay? Up and coming feminine, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is, do not underestimate yourself. Do not, I repeat, do not underestimate yourself. Okay? Spread your wings. Have confidence in yourself. Look at her. Look at her. Is there any doubt in her mind that she's the shit? No. No. Stand on your own 2 feet. Don't worry about what he's doing or what your counterpart is doing or any of... No. You focus on you, your relationship with your higher self, your higher power, and let the divine lead your partner to you. Okay? I mean, yes, I'm a firm believer in speaking things that be not as though they are, but no amount of whining and pining is going to bring a person that you have so named into your life, regardless of how badly you want them to be. Okay? All right. Sorry, it's definitely the school of hard knocks today. All right, so the masculine went first, so we're going to put them here and here. And then the feminine go here. All right, and then we are going to pull one clarifier card for each one, as such, as you do. All right. And then we are going to pull one more clarifier card for each one, these being the crystal angel cards. Okay. And I don't want this to come across as harsh, you guys, but for those of you that are in a twin flame relationship and you've been focused on the person that you think it is, you are missing the point. You are missing the point. You're missing the mark 1010%. Trust me, the divine have such a better plan than you do. And for you to start calling the shots and saying, I know who it is and I'm gonna, nope. Stop that. Because I can honestly tell you, I thought it was somebody completely different than what it was and who it was. And I am so glad that I was wrong. I have never been more glad to be wrong in my entire life. Okay? Super excited that I was wrong. Okay? Trust me, if I'm telling you that you're wrong, it's probably good news. All right? Was for me. Just personal experience. All right? So, hopes and fears category. This is for everybody. Masculine and feminine, everybody paying attention. Okay. So, the hopes and fears category, we've got good news about financial matters. Boy, have we been concerned about money. Holy shnikes. And here's the thing. We got the sun sextile Jupiter, which this poor Jupiter is usually very protective. He's all about abundance and expansion and just such a happy guy. And he has been trying like crazy to deflect this Venus, Uranus, Pluto debacle, okay? He's been trying like crazy to do that. It's not working out too great, all right? And for that reason, we've been freaking out over finances, okay? So, good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. This is where people get questioning their job choices. This is where people start questioning whether they should have gone back to school or not. This is where people start questioning every financial decision that they've made for the last 6 weeks or so. Okay? And I gotta tell you, no amount of questioning that is going to fix the situation. You just have to write it out. Okay? So fears about money, please let those go. It's not your money anyway. It's not. It's the divine, it's the universe, it's God's money. Let them handle it, please. Okay? Understand that it's not your bills, it's not your rent, it's not your job, it's not your money. The divine literally handles all of it. They are allowing you to be a steward of what they've given you. So if you screwed up, say so, make an offering of it, and let them fix it. Okay? Cool. That's the hopes and fears category. Let's look at our current environment. Okay, our environmental influence. Look at that. We got the Four of Wands. Holy crap. You know what this says? This says you have a roof over your head. You have food in your refrigerator. You have gas in your tank. Your needs are met right now. Your needs are met. Your environmental influence is saying, how about an attitude of gratitude? Can we get that, please? Can we just stop with the worrying? Okay, I know I've said this on this show before. I'm going to say it one more time. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do. You don't go anywhere. Stop worrying about it. Make an offering of it to the divine. Okay? Stop worrying about whether or not you chose the right job. Stop worrying about things and be grateful. Be grateful that you were called to a twin flame relationship. Be grateful that you have a higher power that gives a crap about whether or not you have food on your plate. Okay? Be grateful that you have access to information as to what the heck is going on cosmically. Okay? And I'm sorry if I'm coming off a little harsh right now, but they are like adamant that they're a little disappointed. They're seeing a whole lot of bitching and moaning and complaining and not a whole heck of a lot in the gratitude department. Okay? That's what they are trying to get me to, put across to you. Okay? Yes, the energy is a little sucky right now. So what? Okay, we write it out just like we write out everything else. How many times a year do we write out Mercury retrograde? Seriously? We got this. All right. And then what's best for us? We have the Eight of Wands, or the Eight of Fire. The Eight of Fire. This is events moving at a very fast pace. Delays are over. Many things are happening at once. What they're saying is you can either get ready for the influx of abundance, information, confirmation of different things. You can either get ready for those things, or you can choose to remain completely oblivious and cross your arms over your chest and sit there and moan and whine and complain, or you can get ready to catch what they've got for you. Okay? 8 means a loss or a lesson. This is a lesson. You've got information that's about to just be unleashed. You have finances that are ready to be unhinged, as far as like they've been behind the gate like a horse in the stocks, just ready to get out of there. Right? And as soon as this energy releases, here it comes. Are you going to be ready for it, or are you just going to sit there and complain while it goes over your head? Just a question. Okay? So what's best for you is getting ready for that, because here it comes. Okay? Have an attitude of gratitude. Let's help this happen. All right? All right. And then the final outcome is defending your position, the Seven of Wands, which means you now have the high ground. The Seven of Wands is where you are in a position where you have the high ground, and anything that comes at you, no weapon formed against you will prosper. Okay? We know in whom we have believed. All right? So they're saying you can either complain about your situation, or you can prepare for the blessings that are about to unfold. You can sit there and whine and moan and complain, or you can have an attitude of gratitude and prepare the storehouses for what they're about to unleash in your life. Okay? And then the final outcome, once again, seriously, they're saying you're going to have the high ground. Yes, it sucks right now. You feel like it's an uphill battle. Why are we going uphill? So we can have the high ground. There's the light bulb. Okay. Now we're going to look at our clarifiers really quick. Okay? So the clarifier for good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, shine bright like a candle. In these energies, in these influences that are happening around us, if you have peace that passes all understanding, that makes you a lighthouse. And people are going to be drawn to you for answers. What do you think having a divine calling on your life is? It's a calling to be a lighthouse. It's a calling to stand firm when everybody else is falling to the wayside. Shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. That's pretty awesome. And I love that it's Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night behind her too. All right. And then behind that we have the crystal card, which is Aqua Aura. Healthy communication, heart-to-heart discussions, and clear, assertive communications help you understand and be understood. Communicate clearly what it is that you want to manifest. Communicate clearly with your heart, your higher power, your significant other, whoever it is. Communicate clearly. Open your mouth. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Okay? All right. And then the environmental influence, we got the Four of Wands, that structure and stability, having an attitude of gratitude, right? We have uncertainty. Choose who you will become. That's pretty dead on, isn't it? It's pretty on point. We choose our attitude. We choose. Every day is a choice. Every moment is a choice. Do you choose gratitude or do you choose complaining? Do you choose structure and stability or do you choose whining and groveling? Okay? So uncertainty, choose who you'll become. And then we have Peridot, which is life lessons. You can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessings they contain. I'm going to read that again for the people in the back. Life lessons. You can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessings they contain. Wow. And then getting ready for the incoming rapid fire information, blessings, etc. You can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present. Be in the present. And then we have spiritual and religious community. Now, all of these are in the what's best for us category. I'm just pointing that out. We have Angelite. It's one of my favorite stones. I bet you can't guess why. So, spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship, increase spiritual growth. Let's dig deep, people. Let's get in there and get ready for the blessings that the divine have ready. Like they are literally, they're just waiting for these energies to let it out the gate. You got to be ready. Okay? Don't miss your blessing because you were too busy belly aching. Okay? And the Seven of Wands, having the high ground. No weapon formed against us will prosper. We have forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. You're not who you were. You're who you are. Okay? Your past doesn't define you. Your memories don't define you. Okay? Conditioning falls away. And then we have Amber, which is give it to God. Take a deep breath and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. I could not have said that better. I could not have said that better. All right. Anything else? Okay. Okay. So the masculine got it's always tea time, which is endless moments and repetition. If you're tired of doing the same thing over and over, the definition of insanity, right? You're doing the same thing expecting different results. It's time to break this cycle. It is time to break the cycle, masculine energy, and get ready to move forward. Okay? For the feminine, it says belong to your own dream. Create your own life. We are co-creators. We are co-creators on this earth with the divine. Okay? How is the world, created? It was spoken into existence, right? And we're created in the image of the divine. So as we speak it, things are. Okay? As we speak it, things are. We are co-creators on this earth, whether we like it or not. All right. Okay, well, I certainly want to thank everybody for joining me today for our weekly Outlook video. We will be back on Thursday, and that is for our Pick a Card video. We throw out several piles of cards. You just pick the one that you want and wait for those to be read. But in the meantime, I do have a special on readings. I'm extending this offer until the end of the week. Okay, that means Saturday. I am offering readings for $10. Readings for $10. Please do message me. I do them over Facebook Messenger. Okay? If you are interested, that is 60% off. Okay? So if you are interested in a personal reading, please do contact me. I will set up a time for you. All right? And if you are interested, I have plenty of time slots available until the end of the week. So I'm available from about 7:30 Central Time, okay, all the way till about 11 o'clock at night Central Time. So, and that's Monday through Friday. Saturdays I'm usually pretty open, and Sundays too. But honestly, guys, we have this special going on until the end of the week, okay? And that's so that way you guys can take advantage of it. I know it's kind of hard to juggle a schedule. So if you guys are interested, please do message me. Until then, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. And we will see you right back here on Thursday for the Pick a Card video. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.